Hey, beautiful people. It is Sunday, May 25th, and it is 2:52 p.m. I am currently in the house. No children, no man, just solo. FYI to all my ladies, it is essential to still spend time with yourself, because I'm gonna be honest, when my man took Junior and was like, okay, we out the house for the day, have your way, do what you need to do, it was so hard to not find something to clean after I just cleaned up Friday. And that was the whole point of me resting on yesterday, because I cleaned up so much that my back was starting to hurt and all of the things. But anyhow, this is just a introductory episode of just speaking to y'all. And I know that I did my first video introducing my channel, but I had to come on here and tell y'all people what's up. Life has been lifing and moving very swiftly. I can't remember exactly how many weeks I said I was in my previous video, but as of tomorrow, your girl will be 30 weeks. So with that being said, I'm just in here getting together. Baby girl stuff. Okay? Literally folding clothes, preparing, because time is crunching. So this episode is really just a transparent moment, because every time that I intend to do a video, I forget or I get caught up in doing something else. And to be honest, y'all, I have so much content in my phone. It's literally about me putting time aside to actually edit my content and post it. Like, I got content even from last May that I never post, from road trips and so forth. So just holding myself accountable, but being transparent with y'all to say this was not a game. When I said what I said about transparency, like, when you are a mother, caregiver, wife, girlfriend, baby mama, however you want to look at it, first of all, kudos, because I don't know about y'all, but the last day of school was Friday. Okay? So, but anyway, when you are a mother, you literally, and I mean, I don't even think it has to do with just motherhood. I think it's just period. Like, you find yourself just in that mode. You feel me? And you just in that mode. And a lot of times, you really don't take a moment to take a pause. Like, think about it. Monday mornings, you know what I'm saying? You get up. For the people who go to gym, do their personal development, hit the ground running, take the kids to school, come back, make breakfast, spend some time with you, check your emails, or even if you're going to work, like, it's boom, 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 boom. It's really rarely a time for you to sit down and just breathe. So, in honor of Mental Health Awareness Month, which is May, I've been just kind of advocating and talking a lot about mental health, because it looks different in all of us. But in reality, mental health is not an illness. It is the standard of your own brain. It is the health of your brain. Mental health. And a lot of people, when they hear mental health, they hear illness, and they hear psychotic episodes, but really it is just the health of your brain, just like your health of your body, your organs, and all that good stuff. Mental health is just the health of your brain. So I just had to come on here to really just rant. I don't have a purpose but to rant and let y'all know and update y'all where I am on my pregnancy update, and also on my yoga update. Ooh. So I am currently, as I mentioned, approaching 30 weeks on tomorrow. And if I can be honest on how I'm feeling, girl, I don't even know where to start. How I have been feeling. Let's start there. Emotionally, I have been very much all over the place emotionally. As regards to feeling all of my emotions, y'all. Like, with my son, I don't think I was as tapped into my feminine energy. I think I was very much, I believe things activated as far as like how I felt in coming into the nurturing role. But like, even with caring for my son, like, I'm very much tough with him, still lovable but tough, because he is a young man. But with Nate, I be having because y'all don't need to know baby girl name. But with the baby girl, I have been very much feeling my emotions a lot throughout this pregnancy. First trimester, it was the works. You hear me? That's how I knew I was pregnant. Second trimester was very much energetic, upbeat. Second trimester was amazing. Third trimester, even though I have not been having nausea, yeah, it is very much given being third trimester. So far, I have been having back pains. I have been having leg cramps. I have been having pelvic pain. Emotionally, like I said, I have been very irritable. Explicit but true. My nipples has been beginning to they have healed, but my nipples have started cracking. And then after the cracking, then the peeling. I don't know what that was about. I haven't experienced that at all when it came to Nicholas. What else? I haven't been really having an appetite with Nicholas. I used to bust down. You hear me? I'm talking about subs. I used to just want food, like subs, burgers, like anything that was just hearty. And even with him, I had massive weight gain, so they say. But that's no here or there. Yeah, so that's my update. Pregnancy brain has been a real thing. Like, pregnancy brain fog everywhere. Like, I forget, like, damn, I was supposed to do this today, or I was supposed to call this person, or I was supposed to pay this whatever, or like, yeah, pregnancy brain has been surreal. And again, very much irritable, like overstimulation, like, don't touch me, like Junior, just move. Yeah, that's my pregnancy update. On top of, if I can be honest, on top of still trying to do content, post every day, yoga, attend classes and do classes, yeah, collaboration, because I am in the thick of business. So on top of all of that, still mommying, doing the things. I have 2 bonus kids right now. my babies, and well, they're not babies. They're clearly not babies. 9 and 8 years old. But regardless, it's about 3 kids baking the fourth, if you get what I'm saying. Still aiming to pour into myself, ask myself what is it that I need. So those are my pregnancy updates currently. And if I can be so surreal with you, I want to start this off with last week. Emotionally, I was all over the place. And when you think of that, you're like, oh, that's normal. You're pregnant. But one thing that I have been doing throughout this whole entire pregnancy is walking with awareness. So, because I know that I am doing a lot, my prayer has been, God, show me what my body needs to tell me. Allow me to be able to communicate that. So if I'm having leg pain, communicate to me what do I need to add to reduce. You know what I'm saying? So, anyhow, and I'll come back to what I have done to reduce all of the pains that I was telling y'all about. See, I just lost my train of thought. Last week. Okay. So yeah, last week, emotionally, your girl was all over the place. I'm talking about my car. My Jeep coming out of commission for real. And it's a very minor part. Again, it was the last week of school for the boys. Nicholas still got to go to school or daycare for the remainder of the summer because he don't really have summer breaks because he's in daycare. And emotionally, it was just like, I got so many things that I was suppressing, kind of pushing off, not addressing, and it just built up on me. So, call my doctor. I'm like, yeah, you know, my breasts, they look good, but I still want to come by just so that y'all can check to make sure that it's no longer cracking or peeling. So, of course, my cracking, peeling, it healed. My soreness went away, but I just wanted to make sure because I do intend to breastfeed. So, boom, I had an appointment. I went on Monday and just basically letting them know, but I'm also letting them know in expression because I'm very honest. Just letting them know how I feel emotionally. Like, girl, I'm ready to. So, I didn't even get a chance to see a doctor. A nurse practitioner came in, and the more that we was talking, she was an African-American woman, and she was like, how about we refer you to a therapist? You can check out a psychiatrist as well. It's all covered under your insurance. And then we can write you a prescription for, I guess it was like an antidepressant, just a prescription. And I was like, I'm not really sure about that. I was like, to be honest, everything that they have prescribed me for 7 months, I have denied. I have accepted the prescription, but I never went to fulfill the prescription because, first of all, I understand that's how y'all make y'all money with prescriptions. Second of all, I do understand and comprehend it is natural everything that I can do to oppose your prescription and feel better. So, she like, yeah, I'll just do it anyway. The pill is going to be, very strong. So, break it in half, take a piece of it for 2 weeks, and then when you come back for your initial visit, we'll see where you at. Mind you, I'm already like, Miss Lady, I came here and I asked you for blood work so that I can see where my hormonal levels are. Therefore, I can see what I need to add in a natural way to balance my hormonals, for my hormonal traits. Because every time, like when I had my leg cramps, okay, Matter of fact, let's go back. When I had morning sickness, I realized, okay, morning sickness, yes, it's normal for pregnancy, but this ain't normal for me because it didn't happen with Junior. So that means I'm deficient in something. I found out that I was deficient in magnesium. Went to the doctor, hey, can you go ahead and draw my blood so that I can see where my magnesium levels are. Iron levels. You already know when you're pregnant and you're a certain amount of weeks, they're already going to look at you like, where's your iron? And I wasn't really eating red meat, so I wasn't getting my iron intake from there. So, boom, let me get a blood test so I can see what my levels are and I can see what I need to do to add it. So, same thing with whatever I have been experiencing throughout this pregnancy, I have been doing my research to see, okay, this means I'm deficient in this. So let me go ahead and add this. And when I add this, I feel great. So that's the same angle I was coming at her with my hormonal levels. So she was like, one lady told me, yeah, but when the nurse came in, she was like, oh no, we can't do that. You can't do that. Draw my blood to figure out what my levels are. But you can prescribe me based upon a feeling. Okay, I ain't even gonna worry about it. I'm gonna wait till I talk to my doctor because I don't think this is sufficient advice. So, anyhow, spoke to my doula. She told me straight up, like, yeah, have you been going outside? Intentionally working out like you was going for your walks, doing your exercises, doing yoga classes. Have you been doing these things? And my answer was no. These past couple of weeks been kind of real busy. I haven't squeezed it in for me. And she made a vital point. Well, Tonisha, you have learned new coping mechanisms and I'm gonna need for you to use them now in this time more than ever. So I'm like, yeah, you know what? I already said I wasn't going to take the medication, so let me go ahead and go and take my natural medication, get back on my green juices, my salads, my fruits. Let me go back outside, make sure my feet touch the ground. If you know, then you know. But go on my walks, even though it's hot as hell. Let me make sure it's either early in the morning or late in the afternoon. And then let me get back active, moving my body. You feel me? Because, again, coming into my third trimester, it's back into that. I'm tired, boss. But also remember, okay, well, make sure you take your multivitamin, whatever. So, I say all that to say, at the end of that appointment, again, a therapist, a psychiatrist, and medication. I told them, okay, I'll take the referrals but I'm not going to take the prescription. And I feel pretty good. This week I went back outside. 10,000 steps is my goal a day. But yeah, I've been feeling pretty good. Just in my zone, listening to more frequency music, affirmation music, keeping my mind clear, watching the company that I'm keeping, because people who say they rock with you, in reality, maybe they don't rock with you. And understanding that these times right now is very vital for who I allow in my space. So yeah, your girl just been productively busy when it comes to getting it done. And I'm so excited that it is now summertime, so I don't have to wake up as early. Your girl was getting up during the week at like 4:30 in the morning. And don't get me wrong, it's mamas that do it. Hello, mamas who carrying twins, mamas who carrying one, or even mamas in general. But one thing I'm learning, my journey is my journey. And that's cute and all. And it's damn sure productive. But for me, that's not every day. That's not every day. I don't have morning sessions, yoga sessions where I have to be up there early. Sometimes my body really do tell me like, girl, no, sleep longer. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy that time with yourself more. So, and a lot of times enjoying that time with myself is doing my word, my God mornings, my meditation, my prayers, eating a real fuel breakfast. I'm talking about like a full layout on a breakfast, drinking my coffee. Technically, ladies, chill. It's not really coffee, it's mushroom coffee. But yeah, drinking my coffee, getting into my mood, setting my tone, and just being realistic with myself. So yes, I have a schedule dropping in June of my classes for in-person yoga and virtual. And my virtual will be on YouTube. I will go live on YouTube. My in-person will always be at lakes or rivers, so that we can connect with nature. And that's just what it is. And I'm not going to put pressure on myself, but I'm definitely going to put pressure on myself. Grace. I'm going to give myself pressure but grace. Yeah. So that's kind of where we at with it. And as I was saying earlier in the video, when I was talking about leg cramps, I don't have them anymore because I started taking magnesium. It's upstairs and I really don't feel like going upstairs, but I started taking magnesium gummies at night. And not only do magnesium help you with your bones and your recovery and things of that nature, like I said, it also help you with morning sickness as well, which is why I'm in my 3rd trimester and I don't have morning sickness at all. Because in the beginning of my pregnancy, yeah, I had morning sickness from week 5 all the way until like week 16. So with that being said, yep, I started taking magnesium for my cramps, because if you know, you know, in the middle of the night, it'd be like, ugh, you can't move your leg. Ugh. Yeah. So I'm so grateful that has helped. Then I've been stopped taking my prenatals. And the reason why is because prenatals don't even have everything that you need. You're still going to be lacking a B6, B12. I can't really recall, but a lot of times prenatals are filled with a lot of sugar if you're taking the gummies, and you're still lacking something. So I stopped taking my prenatals, and for one, it was making me gag when I take it. But I started taking a multivitamin, a really good multivitamin that has potassium, magnesium, folate, B6, B12, vitamin A, B, C, D, D3. Yeah, and then I also take vitamin D3 separate, and that helps me out with my energy. And as far as my back pains, I wear a, hold on, I'm about to show you because it is right here. Ooh. So I have about 3 bands, 3 different bands. This is one of my favorites, actually. It is a belly. You see the little loop for the belly? It's like a little belly band, elastic, and it holds up your stomach. So this is one of my bands, and I actually always have it on for protection as well. For security, yet protection. That's one band. And I have a black band that goes just around my like my hips, and it goes under my belly. And then I have a white band that's thicker than my black band, and it does the same thing. I really don't prefer the white band, honestly. And the bigger that I have gotten, I do prefer my black band. But that's what's been helping me with my back And because I'm helping out my back with the bands, and I'm helping out my bones with the magnesium, I don't really feel pelvic pain at all. I had an episode where I felt it really bad, and I was put on bed rest for like a day or so. But again, doing my research, reaching out to my support team, figuring out, okay, what is it that I need for me in order for it not to hurt. Emotionally, my solution, as I stated, has been getting back outside. Period. Getting back into my yoga flow, getting back into moving my body intentionally, because the shit feels good to me. You know what I'm saying? And because it feels good to me, it feels good to the baby. And if I'm happy, everybody happy. You know what I'm saying? Son happy, Big Nick everybody is happy. Excuse me, and really just giving myself more nutritional meals. Definitely been eating a lot of salads lately. A lot of greens. Drinking my green juice. So, that was my rant for today. Just really wanted to come on here and let y'all know, baby, I'm in the mud with you. You feel me? But pregnancy can be a beautiful thing. And I think a lot of times we go through motions and we feel like we're supposed to go through them because that's what it's supposed to be. But in reality, baby, yeah, you don't. I mean, I really don't believe that you're supposed to be in pain the whole pregnancy. Like, I feel like you have moments when you go through those painful whatever, but I don't feel like it needs to be ongoing. I feel like it is one of the most beautiful times that a woman can experience. And then last thing, with my nipples, I just was using Vaseline and nipple cream, and that's how I healed my nipples from cracking, because they were telling me that because this is my second pregnancy, I'm going to feel more changes with my body sooner than I would with Junior, because Junior was my first, so my body was kind of like getting into motion, and it took a while for it to get into motion for me to feel those things. But now this is my second one. They were mentioning that, yeah, you may feel that pelvic pain way sooner. You may have nipple pain way sooner. So, just letting my moms know. Anybody else who's following my channel, that it's okay. You ain't supposed to have it all figured out, laid out, planned out, and painted. The big thing about growth is growing through. You feel me? Acknowledging your awareness and still growing through it. So, I am also putting myself on a challenge where for the next couple, not even couple of months, it's 100-day challenge actually. And what that 100-day challenge would look like would be for me to make sure that I have God mornings, meaning before I talk to my mentor, before I hear outside advice, whatever, not advice, but before I communicate with anyone outside of me, to make sure that I communicate with the inner me intentionally, whether that's through journaling, praying, meditation, all of the things, and really just feeling more centered in the morning time, and at night making sure that I basically reverse my morning to my night routine as far as that development and throughout the day. Like, it's kind of where we are. But I definitely want to just hop on here to say, girl, the videos is coming, okay? And again, my content is going to be what it is, okay? I'm not doing all that editing. I'm not doing all that. I'm just starting my YouTube channel. If I force myself in a state of perfection, I will never drop a video. Oh, I gotta make sure my edges are slick. Okay, yes, I get that. Girls need to see you in that. I get it. I get it. But baby, we're not doing that. We're not doing that every video. Sometimes it's going to just require me to come on here and say, what's up, girlies? This is where I am, and this is what it is. Because truth be told, even though I post on social media, I'm not really posting conversational. You could see me every day on social media and think you know me, but don't really know me. You feel me? Like, and again, y'all, that's the truth of social media. When it comes to Instagram and TikTok and all of the things, like, that is how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to see a 30-second to 60-second glimpse, or even a minute 30-second with the reels. Whatever. It is a glimpse of reality. Okay? Even with meal prepping and stuff. No. Now, I do write out my meals. So when I go to the market, I already know what's up. I already know what I'm getting, because I already know what I'm cooking. That has been helpful. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to know, like, you're not alone, baby. You are not alone. And even though sometimes you may feel very much alone, you're not. So I hope that y'all have a wonderful Sunday. I hope that you reset on today, whatever that may look like. And I feel like a part of resetting is disconnecting. Minimal social media, minimal conversations with people, but truly just setting your intention for the week. Setting your intentions. Because, baby, we coming up on June, okay? So setting your intentions and really just getting at it, baby. So I hope that y'all have a great day. See you later.